Hey, what is going on, guys? So today we are going to be talking about the US Embassy in the Call of Duty 2.0 DMZ. So here we have plenty of keys, and these keys, they are expensive. You can get them for 30,000 sometimes in the store. They are random, but here's the map. This is how we are going to go to the US Embassy. There's a building right here. I am marking it, and we are going to use our parachute to get to the place. I think the best way is to show up to this spot on foot, because if you are in a car, obviously that's going to show up. Hopefully there won't be anybody around, and what we're going to do is we're going to get to the top of the building. And like I said, we are going to be parachuting down because there's a lot of NPCs around in that area. And well, also, if you go towards the top, if there's any real players coming around, that they will hear the gunshots. They won't know what door to use. So yeah, this is why we're going to be using the top of the building. So yeah, keep in mind, we don't want to cause a lot of attention right now. We will be shooting here in a little bit inside the building, but again, if there are any real enemies, they won't know how to get in here. So this is the best way, because it's very stealthy. We will automatically gain access to the U.S. Embassy via the rooftop. So this is the best way. And also, again, they are going to be heavily armored in here, so be very careful. If you do die, well, hope you have a revive, and I hope that you also have some heavy armor plates, because you are going to use them. And if you don't, just be very careful. Just be very careful regardless, because like I said, you are going to be solo most likely, like me, if you do decide to come into the US Embassy. But I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you right now, guys, the US Embassy, in my opinion, it's not worth it for the main reason that there's not a lot of boxes to loot. There's way more better spots to loot when you have a key. Like for example, the airport tower. There's also the Al Bagra underground. I'm not too sure if I pronounced that correctly, but there's an underground, um, I guess, cave, and I think that, in my opinion, is the number one spot to loot when you have the key. It is the number one key to buy in the store, since they all cost 30,000, very expensive. And then on top of that, you have to extract safely to be able to keep the key. So yeah, but as you can see here, there's a lot of enemies, and I'm just gonna take my time. I do die, so I'm gonna uh, just show you another clip of me just looting the crates, and I'm gonna show you exactly how many crates there are in the US Embassy, along with another building that you can loot without having a key, which is that's a freebie. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Okay, so here we are at the top again of the US Embassy, and what we're gonna do is just parachute and just do what I did, just like jump over to the next building. And here, this is also part of the US Embassy. We're still inside the compound, as you can see here. And yeah, the only way you can get to it is via the rooftop. There is an elevator, and I'm gonna be opening that door for my comrades down there. And yeah, as you can see, the video quality is pretty bad now because I crashed, and now I'm pretty much running the game in safe mode, which is very low quality. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go in this elevator here. Again, you don't need a key to be able to go in here. So you can always, you can, if you're in the area, you can just do what I did, use the building to parachute down. But instead of landing on the other building, you can just land on this little one right next to it. There are gonna be, oh, dude, what the heck? That's a NPC. But yeah, you can land in here, and actually, this place, it's a little bit better than the actual U.S. Embassy, because yeah, this place has more spots to loot, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy. Just like, again, just take your time, be careful, because there are like around 5 NPCs heavily armored. Just go ahead and take them out, and then you can loot the boxes and everything in here. Okay, so let's talk about why it's not worth it. I mentioned earlier that the US Embassy, in my opinion, it's not worth it at all. Because, well, the crates, well, in this particular situation, I don't know if the game knew that I was recording or what, but a lot of the boxes, they were gray. They weren't even orange. But for the most part, that box right there that was on the ground, that will be orange. I don't know why it just became gray all of a sudden, but for the most part, you will find some good loot in the big refrigerators. There are a couple of backpacks, and then on the other floor, or here, I'm gonna go up the stairs, and you will see another pretty good loot. But in all, in the compound, I have found about it looks like, I want to say, like around 6 orange boxes and another good 7 to 8 backpacks. I mean, look, this is pretty much the only good box that I found here in the compound. There was like a UAV and a large backpack along with an okay gun. But again, for the price, for the $30,000 that we have to pay for that U.S. Embassy key, in my opinion, it's not very worth it at all. The control tower in the airport, you can easily find around 15 orange boxes. That's like double the U.S. Embassy. And again, I mentioned also the Al Bagra underground. That's like, I'm gonna be making videos for those too, by the way. That one, that's like another good 15 to 20 orange boxes. And here we went back to the US Embassy. Here we are looting again. There's only like 3 orange boxes inside the US Embassy. There was one outside, and one in the other building that you jump across and open the elevator. Again, it's not a lot of loot compared to the other sites. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the U.S. Embassy, it's not worth it in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I know this video was a little bit longer than what I'm used to, but I wanted to show you exactly what the U.S. Embassy looks like, and what to expect once you go in there. The only cool thing about it is that it is easily accessible via the rooftop. It's, I think, in my opinion, the best way to come in here, and then you can just yeah, you can take off and just, again, be very careful. Again, the best way to come in here is through the rooftop, because this place is pretty much surrounded by NPCs, and if there's any real players, they'll come in, and the NPCs will keep them busy while you are looting, and then you can take off safely. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.